What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing my Gameweek full predictions for the Premier League season. First up, Southampton against Manchester United. Early kick-off on Saturday, I think Manchester United will continue where they left off after their win over Liverpool. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for United again. I think if Rashford can play as he did against Liverpool, they win. However, if they do not play like they did against Liverpool and they play like how they did against Brentford, they will lose this. However, I am going to choose to believe that they have turned over a leaf here under Ten Hag. You know, it's the new reign, it's a new dawn. I'm going to back them to get the win. Next game, Brentford against Everton. I'm once again going for a 2-1 win to the away side. I think Everton will be able to take it. They've just signed Neil Maupay. I don't think he'll play because he has just signed. But I do still think Everton have enough quality to overcome Brentford. Brighton against Leeds. I'm going with a 2-0 Brighton win. This is a contest between two teams that are unbeaten. Both have 7 points from their first 3 games. But I think Brighton have played overall the better football, and I think that they will show that they are a really good team again by winning this game against another team that are doing really well. Chelsea against Leicester, two teams who haven't started very well, to be honest. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Chelsea win, just mainly because they're the home team, and obviously Leicester still haven't got a proper keeper and Danny Ward isn't good enough. Still a lot of speculation. Wesley Fofana will probably not play again because he's linked to Chelsea. And yeah, this Leicester team looked really poor. If Chelsea had a striker, it'd probably be a comfortable win for them, but I'm going to go with a 2-1. Liverpool against Bournemouth. Now, Liverpool have to really show a lot of character to, you know, show that they are still about this. You know, they still want to challenge for the league. They still want to, you know, be competitive. I'm going to go with a 4-0 Liverpool win. I think they have to bounce back. I don't think Jurgen Klopp will allow for any slacking. Well, I don't think any of the players are back from injury still, but it's, you know, Bournemouth haven't looked great against Arsenal, Manchester City. You'd expect Liverpool to walk this game. If Bournemouth can get something, that's huge for them. But Liverpool have to be winning this game. You know, if they go four games without a win, I think that could leave Liverpool in real danger of, you know, of already being out of the Champions League race, let alone the title race. Manchester City against Crystal Palace, I've gone with a 4-1 Man City win. Now, interestingly enough, Man City actually didn't beat Palace once last season. Both games ended in draws. However, I think with the addition of Erling Haaland, they should be able to get the win. Palace have started the season fairly well. You know, they've got 4 points from the first 3 games. Obviously, they beat Villa last week. Obviously, they've also not had the easiest start to the season. I just think this Manchester City team has too much quality and they will be able to overcome Palace. However, if Palace do what Newcastle did and they do go attack, they can hurt them. You know, Eberechi Eze, Wilfried Zaha, very dangerous. Obviously, I haven't really seen much from Edouard, but Mateta looks pretty good. Felice, I don't think he'll be back for this game, but when he's back, you know, they do have a good team, Palace, and they definitely could cause an upset, but I don't see it happening. 5:30 kickoff now on the Saturday. Arsenal-Fulham. I'm going with a 4-1 Arsenal win. A lot of my scores are very repetitive this week, but yeah, I just think Arsenal are really good going forward. However, Fulham have also looked fairly decent. I do think they'll nick a goal, which is why I might put Mitrovic in my FPL team, like in the first 11 for this week. I think if they do score, it will be because of him. So yeah, I just, you know, although Arsenal have looked fairly good defensively, you know, Saliba's looked very solid, they are occasionally prone to a mistake or something. And yeah, I do think Fulham might get a goal. But I do think Arsenal will win it very comfortably. They look really good going forward. Obviously, Gabriel Jesus looks like a phenomenal signing for just 45 mil as well. Obviously, Martinelli and Odegaard have started to do very well. Saka's been a bit slow. You'd think he might be able to do something here. Going on to Sunday games now. Aston Villa against West Ham. I'm going to go with a 2-0 West Ham win. I think they'll kickstart their season here, get their first points of the season on the board. Potentially even get out of the relegation zone. Obviously, they've started horribly, but Villa have looked awful. You know, West Ham have at least put in some performances, well, against Forest especially, where they do look decent. Villa, I haven't really seen that. And yeah, I think, like I said this in the last video, I think Gerrard will probably be the first Premier League manager to get the sack. He spent a lot of money and his win rate at Villa is worse than Gary Neville's win rate at Valencia. I think West Ham just have a bit more quality, obviously, with Bowen. Scamacca might come into the team. They've got Declan Rice, obviously, a very, very good player. They've got Ben Rama, Lanzini for now. You know, any of those three, 2 of those 3 will play. You got to feel West Ham will get points at some point, and this seems like a very very good game for them to go and get them in. Wolves against Newcastle. I'm going to go the 2-0 Newcastle win. I think this could even be more. Wolves, I've said it time and time again, I'm not impressed by them at all. 1 point from 3 games, 1 goal scored in 3 games. They are such a boring team to watch, such a poor team, so defensive. Newcastle, on the other hand, complete opposite. They press high up the pitch every game. They try and win the ball, they try and win every game. They've got players like Alan Saint-Maximin who run the Manchester City defence ragged last week. If he's on that sort of form again, Wolves will not be able to contain him. And I've gone 2-0. I do think it could be more. And the final game of the game week, Sunday evening kickoff, Nottingham Forest against Tottenham Hotspur. I'm going with a 4-1 Tottenham win. I'm not impressed by Forest at all. Although they have got points on the board, they got very lucky with their win against West Ham. Against Everton, they probably did deserve a point. It wasn't a very good game. Tottenham are a very good team. They haven't played to their full capabilities yet, I don't think. They did show it in the first game against Southampton. They didn't show it against Chelsea. They didn't show it last week against Wolves. They have been getting results out of that, and I think this game will really show, really back up their credentials of challenging for the title this season. I think they have to win this, and I think they will win it. I'm going to go with a 4-1 win. I think Kane will score 2 goals, get me some FPL points. Those are my predictions. Leave yours in the comments. Thank you for watching. See you soon where I react to these predictions.